Thank you for tuning in to MacroView Television. This is the Taiwan Outlook, and I'm your host, Wu Ruiguo. On today's program, we're delighted and honored to have a very special guest who is a leading public health expert in Taiwan, also a former health minister, Dr. Chou as our special guest to discuss public health situation in Taiwan and also many other related issues. Dr. Chou, welcome to the Taiwan Outlook.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm happy and honored to be here.
Thank you, Dr. Chou. I know during the recent weeks, one of the most hotly debated topics is the spread of the H1N1 virus, the so-called influenza spread. And can you tell us, by starting off, giving us some comments about the situation concerning the epidemic at this point, and how many people has been affected, and how many confirmed cases that we have in Taiwan?
This epidemic of we call that new flu.
Yes.
New influenza type A.
Yes.
And this one is H1N1 virus.
Yes.
This is the combined or the combinant from the swine, pig flu, avian flu, the bird flu, and human flu together.
Yes.
So this is a new virus. And in a very quite short time, compared to SARS, now it have more than 10,000 cases infected.
Around the world?
Around the world, and about 100 died already.
Oh, really?
And just compared to SARS, the case fatality rate means that
the people actually die from it.
Maybe not as severe as SARS.
Okay.
But the spread is faster and more people.
Yes.
During SARS, only about 8,000 people infected. But now, more than 10,000 already. And so many countries get involved.
Yes.
So this is the pandemic.
Okay.
Pandemic, it means that the whole world are involved and transmit very fast.
Yes.
So this is a new infection.
Yes.
Like SARS. So this is we call emerging infectious disease, new one.
Okay.
So this will be very severe because nobody have
any idea.
And we have idea, but we have no immunity.
Okay.
SARS, we have no idea.
No.
So comparing to SARS, the new flu is much better, much easier to control.
Okay.
Because we know the name.
Okay.
This is the H1N1 virus. We have the drugs, medicine to treat it. And we even know how to develop the vaccine. So this is much easier. And the case fatality rate is much lower.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because the infectivity, the spread is
very fast.
It's easier than SARS.
Okay.
Because during the incubation period, and even one day before the symptom develops, the patient, the infected patient, can transmit to other people.
Okay.
So it's in public health, this will be a very serious effect.
Okay.
And even the fatality rate is very low.
Okay.
But so many people will be infected. So many people will die. So this is important public health infectious disease.
Okay.
Maybe not so severe as an individual level.
Yes.
But for public health level, it's very severe.
Okay. And Dr. Chou, you mentioned that this pandemic is very easily spread. And what are the major means that the disease, the virus, can travel from people to people? Is it through a handshake? Is it through saliva? Or is it through other human contact? And how can we, as an average citizen, better prepare ourselves against the spread of influenza A?
And from the individual level,
yes,
how to protect yourself against the infection.
Yes.
We must know how this virus was transmitted.
Yes.
The route of transmission, theoretically, is a droplet.
Okay.
Droplet means that when you sneeze or cough, the virus contained in the sputum or droplet, saliva, then come out.
Of course.
Usually, this will drop to the ground before 1.8 meter.
Yes.
So if you stand 2 meters away,
yes.
then it will be safe.
Longer than 1.8 meters.
That's right.
Yes.
But this is theoretical.
Yes.
Most cases, I can say that more than 99.9% cases was infected, not by droplet, but by himself.
Okay.
What means by himself? Because the droplet will drop on the table, and when you cover your mouth and nose with your hand, then the virus is on your hand.
Yes.
Then you use this hand to open the toilet,
yes.
the door set,
yes.
or touch the table. Then another people come touch the table. Touch
after you, yes.
Touch the handset, and touch his own nose
yes.
and the mouth. When I say the nose and mouth, that means the mucosa part.
Of course.
The inner
yes.
part, not the side.
Not on the skin.
This is okay.
Yes.
But to be not so specific,
no.
Just not touch your face.
Yes.
You must wash your hand before touch your nose.
Okay.
And mouth.
So often wash your hands.
Yeah, that's most important because 99.9% infection is through your hand, transmitted by yourself because you touch some place contaminated with virus
yes.
and transmitted to your nose and mouth by yourself.
Okay.
Not droplet, just go out.
Yes.
But if you are infected,
yes.
maybe not H1N1, flu, only other common cold.
Yes.
You still must use mask to cover and use your hand if you have no mask, or even use your clothes. It's okay. Not spray out.
Not spray out.
Because this is not polite. And you use this and wash your hand. Very careful. Not transmit any virus to others. But to protect yourself from the infection from others, you must wash your hand. The number one.
Yes.
Number two. Number three. Wash hand. Wash hand. Wash hand. The number four. Only number four is use a mask. Wearing mask is not a good way or effective way to protect yourself. And sometimes make people think it's safe. This is a pseudo safe. This is a wrong idea. So only infected patient use mask. Common people not use mask.
It's not necessary.
Not necessary. Until the government says that this is a community spread disease.
All right.
Otherwise, not necessary to wearing mask.
And Dr. Tu, let me ask you then, of all the countries that have confirmed cases of influenza A, what are some of the measures that have been proven to be effective in terms of containing the spread of disease? And what are some of the measures that's adopted by our government? And do you have any other recommendations to improve the containment measure so far by the government?
Yes. When we say that individual level, that your self-protection is the hand, wash hand. Now, when we say the containment, this is a government level, or we call public health level. For public health level, the most important is that block that infection or infected patient on the border. Means that when
don't come in.
Not come in. When you take a plane or take a boat, take ship to come in, and you have increased or high temperature, or you have cough, maybe you have infected by H1N1 virus, then we must stop there. We must contain that. We must isolate this patient and give him or her that treatment. That means that the Tamiflu or the medicine to decrease the virus level and isolate, not touch other patients. So this containment is the most important. The second important is that if through the airport, because you have no symptom, because of incubation period, maybe you develop disease at home, you must report right away to our CDC to get the immediate support and treatment. This will be good for the patient and stop the spread. I think this is the most important. So most country, every country uses this method to detect the temperature. Is this high? Then they just
stop you at the border.
Yeah, and
take you to medical help.
And also check your virus. If this virus is H1N1. So that every country do this. Of course, my country.
Yes, in Taiwan also.
Also.
Yes.
That's the different part is only the effectiveness or the efficiency.
Okay.
In many countries, maybe just not so serious.
Yes.
They do this, but not very perfect.
Yes.
In Taiwan, I think that the detection of temperature and the measurement and from the public health workers, I think it's quite good.
Okay.
Yeah, but not enough to stop this because this is only in the airport.
Yes.
I must remind the people again. More important is not the instant, very short period in the airport. Because when you go back to your home,
then you may develop the symptom
because incubation period,
yes,
it's 1 to 7 days.
Okay.
Usually 2 to 5 days.
Okay.
So this is a long period, incubation period. Most of the time you are stay in home.
Of course.
Not in the airport.
No.
So not in the airplane. So that's only very short time.
Yes.
In traveling. So the more important is after you get to home.
Okay.
You must still
report to the local authority. Yes.
And this part, maybe not so good.
We're not doing so well. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Tu. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back to the Taiwan Outlook, and we will continue from influenza A to other public health concerns in Taiwan. We'll be back.